Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. Off we go from Southern California. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. For a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
They bring their tight end right back to him on 1st down. Oh, the ball's out. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
That's just going to be a really deflating way to start this game. Like when you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out. Play fast, play confident, build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Luke James, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
2-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force the 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
They'll
line.
look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 1st carry through their running back. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10.
That's
a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
From the
and
22
9.
now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's to the 10. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, LA.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams are out to a 10-0 lead.
Rams 10, Patriots nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down, Patriots.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to throw. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tarheed still there for the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So after one, 10-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
The coverage by Jahan Campbell.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team get possession of the football. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll take this one in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Patriots.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Pats are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Open man, left side, he's got it. Samuel on that lookup. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Washington is right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, LA.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Back to the ground after the penalty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the Patriots' 37-yard line.
He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that right. 2 minutes to go here. Till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Going for it all. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's the punter now as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and their running back set to go once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
Quick hitting slant there. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back to the air one more time. I had a defender Drake all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 20, Patriots 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Patriots offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He was taken down by Cameron Kinchins. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he'll get about 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now Gibbs on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they're going to hold up here in pass protection.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. Fourth down. Patriots ready for the punt. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. The Rams punting unit coming out. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Rams offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. They'll stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite targets. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll step up and run.
The quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
The pass on 3rd down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
To number 89. A gain of 19 yards. First down, New England.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Second down and 8. On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New England.
First down, Patriots.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Brings up third down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary has been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down. His kick is good. And the Patriots are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They look to be on their way to a second win in 3 tries here in the preseason. And they'll begin here with first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the
Now a give up the middle. Yeah. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
34-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
They'll throw here on third. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want. Like, this game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Pates offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Got his receiver on the inside. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He takes off. And a nice run. He'll be close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end. 6 yards. Third and a yard.
Third down.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping to his left. Trying to do it himself, but this will come up short. They mark him down right at the line of scrimmage.
We're going to find out pretty quickly how aggressive this head coach wants to be here, Mike. All the analytics say on the plus side of the 50, you've got to go for it. You have to take advantage of this field position and try to come away with 6. Big decision here. I think they've got to go for it. Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside of the 40. That should be good enough to move the chains. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now, over the flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it. Just can't quite get it done.
Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on. Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, they need 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down, New England.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd
They're going to
down.
motion the tight end over here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
First down, Patriots.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Now the gun is a run up the gut, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
2 yards.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. Will wind up a turnover on down. The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will start on the ground. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6. Now the Patriots are going to use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
The pass can stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win here for the Rams. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.